So I think we're off to a pretty good start so far. Obviously, there are plenty of pathways that we could take the UK in this campaign. So let's start off by organizing our Air Force a little bit because it's kind of a big mess. We've got a lot of fighters, and we can probably... I want to make this... I want to organize my airplanes and my Navy more than I've done before in previous campaigns. This is so important to me. Like, it's become so... I just get so anal when thinking about, like, just... I hate it. I hate having all of these not grouped together. I will choose how I want them. I wish they just started off, honestly, in a simple, one area, and then I will choose where I want them, or who I want to split up and stuff like that. So this is pretty important that I have to do now in every single campaign. I've done it also already with the Navy. I've pretty much grouped all of my Navy together. I think these fighters will not be able to be grouped with these ones because they can access a carrier. I could probably station them on the carrier that's patrolling, on all the carriers that are patrolling the English Channel and protecting the British Isles. I might choose to do that. Let's see. We've got 42 fighters here. I might as well put the naval bombers if they have... Where are they at? If they have access to that. If I know that usually the carriers don't have obviously as much capacity as some of the airports. Well, I'll wait. We don't need to worry about it right now, but at least we have all the planes stationed. They're all grouped together. We've got 240 tactical bombers, close to 650 fighters. Well, actually, a lot. We do. We have over that because of these fighters here, but I do plan on putting these guys on the carriers, which will be pretty useful. Anyways, they're all together, so that'll be nice. Got to make sure that we're protecting our lands through the air. I apologize in the last video. I guess this is on by default, the night and day, which I hate that. Like, why is that? Why is that on by default? But anyways, okay, so we've got enough political power now. There are a few things that I want to modify first. I feel like we don't need to change conscription laws just yet. I think I'd rather change. I think I want to increase. I think I want to go to free trade actually. Free trade, which is better here. Get factory output, construction speed, and research time. Yeah, I think free trade is a good way to go. I know that a theorist is important to get, and I will get that early, but for now, I think free trade. Or you know what? We could do? I don't know. I mean, I was thinking about grabbing a political advisor, and I could get the political advisor that offers us more political power gain, this guy right here. But we'll wait on that. Yeah, I'm going to go free trade first. Getting out, more things, constructing more things quicker, researching things faster. I think this is just such an important law to get up really early. So let's do that. Boom. Okay. So that sounds good to me. Obviously, yeah, we do need to still change the conscription laws because it's not doing really well. I mean, we're going to be at 0 manpower really, really soon. That will not take long. Oh, are you one of our firsts? Oh, no, you're experienced. So that's why, because I didn't put everybody in this army. These guys are all training. So we've got this guy that I could take out, and then we'll reassign a little bit later. Yeah, so we can do that. Let's go to Africa and see how they're doing. Actually, these guys are all about to finish there. You're about to finish. You're about to finish training. I can unassign them, and they should just stay where they're at. Oh, no, they're not. They're actually... You're going... Oh, you were in South Africa. Oh, okay. Well, where are you going now? Okay, you're going up there. But why? Unless I'm smoking crack, and well, it's fine. It's fine. They're all about to level up. We'll just stop training them, and then we'll kind of join them back into that army. Anyways, okay. So what other resources are we missing now? We're starting to miss more oil. Not a big surprise there. Can I ask for more from the U.S.? Yeah, I can. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and rely pretty heavily on the U.S. I mean, the U.S. shouldn't change. I know that I'm doing a United States campaign, and I showed how easy it is to change them to a fascist country, but they shouldn't change. It's unlikely. It's possible, but it's It's highly unlikely that would happen. Now, so I think I want to prepare for the Spanish Civil War. I will support Republican Spain, and I'm hoping that we can get them to, you know, switch over to the Allies. It is possible. It's just going to be, you know, a little bit harder. And I like I said, I don't really want to touch the political landscape here. I want to allow for, you know, I want to let the countries fall where they may. I don't want to waste my political power trying to stage a coup or boosting democratic support. Not in the very beginning. Maybe later, but not in the very beginning. It'd be I think it's a little bit more exciting that way. Let's do this production efficiency cap by 5%. Boom. And we'll be finishing up mechanical computing very soon, in about, well, not very soon, but looks like in about 42 days. Either way, that's pretty fine. That's okay. Getting a little bit more army experience. Definitely not enough to be able to change the templates, though. I think I'm going to leave it alone for a second. Did we finish here? Almost. Yeah, so you guys have pretty much almost finished. We're going to want to do, like, more training. Like, obviously, because we're not at war, for any of the new recruits that pop out in Yorkshire, which is where I have their destination to, then yeah, I mean, we're going to want to train them since we're not at war. You know, we might as well, right? So they'll be popping up and we can take them down. Or I'm sorry, we can start not take them down. We'll start doing things to train them a little bit. So we'll have we'll more than likely have 2 regions. Well, I don't know. We'll train in the north and then send everybody else down to the south. We do need to consider. We have to consider bringing more troops to Gibraltar. You know, for the sake of being organized, I took off. You know, I think there was a division that started off in Gibraltar, but we're gonna have to bring things there. And it all depends on the Spanish Civil War, which should be breaking out any time now, any second now. Okay, so we can go for motorized army. Motorized infantry division. Ooh, interesting. That would be good. I'm trying to obviously get a lot of tank divisions, a lot of quick things in Africa. Divisions that can move really fast, that have lots of speed to them, to be able to swoop up. Because, you know, usually Africa's pretty undefended by the Italians, or at least some point they will be. Usually the Italians deal with other things, and they're not defending North Africa. So if we get really quick units, we'll be able to speed on through, grab a whole bunch of that stuff in Africa, and then maybe overrun. We want to really encircle. We want to try to encircle units this time around, divisions, during war. It's going to be pretty important. Here we go. Let's go and get a little bit of experience. And then again, we can explore a little bit more diplomatic options. But I want to do the fun stuff first. I know theoretically, you know, rushing for the extra well, we can't rush for the extra research slot. Rushing for some of the other things that would be a good idea, I understand would probably be a better choice for me to make. But I like the excitement. I like, you know, the amount of excitement that I see from the other, you know, this is more exciting, I guess. I think more people would like to see me do something exciting than go down the traditional, you know, let's prepare ourselves and just get a good army. I don't want to do that. Let's not do that. Secure Iran, which would offer us a war goal against, Iraq, and then Iran is right below it. And then we can embargo the USSR. But again, those countries are going to need either communist or fascist support, which will take time either way. And let's actually check on how they're doing. So we've got 3% of this country, of Sweden following... Oh, no, I'm sorry, 8%. 3% fascist. And there's a lot that are non-aligned. So that's interesting. The thing is, though, if we're going to want to go to war with Scandinavia or anybody from Benelux or now even the Middle East, we'd want to do that early. Like, we don't want to do it while we're also at war with Germany. That is going to be a disaster waiting to happen. So we don't want to do that. Let's, as Great Britain, we definitely need to jump into some technology here. We go after cruisers, battleships, carriers. Let's go for the submarine 2. Got to watch. We got to protect ourselves from those U-boats. Those U-boats are going to be pretty scary. Let's see. That is within time, right? Yeah. Okay. We're in time. It's 1936. Keeping an eye on landing craft will be important. Obviously, getting invasion defense would be nice. Invasion preparation time. You know, as the UK, we're going to be doing so many naval invasions. So this should be a priority right at 1940. We've got to focus on that. Maybe the same thing for, yeah, I mean, what is that, 1944? Okay. Yeah, so we got to keep that in mind, because that's what we're going to be doing that all day in this campaign, all day. I can't go to war with Ireland. I know there was a very small handful of people that were asking me. We can't do it, not as a democratic nation, and I would have no interest. I guess, no, there's actually no, if they switch over, like if obviously they fall to the Axis, then we can. Let's check what the AI is doing in, let's see what Adolf Hitler is doing. Industrial effort. Okay. He hasn't gone down the Rhine land at all. Wait, has he? No. Why does this, it's only showing us what, oh, it doesn't show us what he has. It's only showing us, what he's going for right now. Interesting. Well, obviously he has these three, which I don't think he has much of anything else besides the, he might have the Rhineland, but just because he entered, I think he might. Well, either way. China's not broken out into war just yet, which is good. We don't want, I mean, it doesn't matter. They're going to break out into war either way. So, either way, we're going to see something there happen. So I'm kind of keeping that in mind. Oh, you know what? We could probably stop training. Yes, okay, let's go and stop training. Let's also get everybody involved now. Here, so they should all be trained. Oh, you're not trained. Interesting. All right, so I'm going to deselect you. And then we're going to have you come up north. And then, you know what? You'll even be your own guy. There you go. Good, grand battle plan. So we're going to, actually, you know, we might as well go to Yorkshire, since that's where the newbies will be popping up at. So this will be kind of our boot camp area. Actually, you know what? Before I forget, these guys are probably done too. They're almost done. They still have a little bit to go. Okay, so then let's, do we need more grand battle plan? Let's see, what is it going to give us? 10% defense and extra organization. Yeah. I mean, do we need it right now? I would say that we probably need anti-tanks, obviously, because we'll be fighting Germany. Let's go anti-tanks first. Gonna take only 124 days. What is the grand, let's see, what was this, 252 days? 250, yeah, that's quite a long time. So let's, yeah, let's go after some other things for now. Leave that alone. Okay, good. Service overseas. That's gonna give us extra experience, so we can start to somewhat modify some of our divisions, mainly in our Navy and in our Air Force. You know, well, we don't have any 10%. I'm not okay with jumping into this just yet. Issue gas masks. We're gonna gain, oh, it's not 1937 still. Okay. All right, let's continue to be exciting. Well, not really, but let's give ourselves the option of maybe doing some interesting things here. So let's go jump down into that. Again, I know that, well, let's see, what are we at? 0 world tension. How are we at 0 world tension? Someone must have the, oh, the peace was actually gave us world tension decrease. Wait a second, really? That doesn't make much sense. I know it's a peace deal, and they're not at war, but that's still kind of interesting, because Ethiopia just got eaten up by a European nation. You would think that that would, I don't know, that to me seems a little bit weird. Anyways. I probably should go for a theorist at this point. No, you know, we don't. I don't see. I think we need to get limited conscription. 2.5 more political. Well, we're at 0, or we're not at 0 manpower. So that is nice. We have no option to change our civilian economy at this point. Yeah, you know, because we're going to need this anyways, and I don't know when we're going to break out into war, and eventually we will, so we might as well grab this now. Let's just do it now. Just so that at least I have it, and we don't got to worry about it as much, you know. So that's good. All right, nice. Okay, so we finished 2 techs. Let me continue to probably... Synthetic refinery is actually going to be pretty important, because we know that we need more oil. That is 255 days. But you know what? We're gonna be fine as long as we have access to the U.S. Now, if something happens with the U.S., then yeah, I'm gonna be worried about it. But as long as we're trading with the U.S., I think we're gonna be okay. I think we'll be okay. Still 1936, so I'm definitely leaning towards going for dispersed industry. Obviously, getting factory bomb vulnerability. If I'm reading that right, they're going to be less vulnerable by 10%. And this does not offer us, this direction does not offer us that. And obviously, we need to worry about that sort of thing. But maybe let's look into a few air units. A better fighter is pretty important. 170 days. Yeah, let's focus a little bit more on that. Let's grab the fighter. We're not going to jump into, I don't think, any of these guys just yet. And I'm also considering going after a heavy tank. But let me make sure I've got my support battalions. Field hospitals are pretty important, so let's go after the field hospital, actually. Field hospital sounds good. Again, the research slot, you know, that fifth research slot is going to really pull things together. So, obviously, if there isn't things that I want right now, or I'm sorry, if there's things that I can't get right now, I'll be able to get later. Obviously, that fifth research slot is going to be amazing. Okay, so bam. Spanish Civil War, we've got 2% world tension. Let's go ahead and, that sucks that it just, like, super sped the game up, like, right after I accepted that event. I mean, let's do it. They've got 22% of the country is democratic, and even if it's communist, theoretically, it's still going to help us out. I mean, right now, our number one enemy is going to be Germany, not necessarily the Soviet Union. So we should definitely send them over some... oh, we can't. Why is that? Your country is not allowed to send volunteer forces. Really? Now, that changes, right? Attention. Really? Oh, I did not know this. I always look at this guy, by the way. This is so random. And I think Willem Dafoe looks just like Willem Dafoe. To me. I know that he will probably... He can have access through Gibraltar if that helps him out. Well, I guess it doesn't matter that the game was on Speed 5 after that event. And that makes this a little bit easier, although I don't know... Oh, good. Yeah, so I was right. King George VI pops up. Popular figurehead, national unity, 15%. There we go. Nice. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know why I thought I could. So we can't offer military access. Through Gibraltar. There you go, buddy. Take it. That's interesting. Our world tension limit for this action due to democratic 50%. So we need 50%. Oh, good. We're at 5% world tension though. We're not at 50, but we are at 5. So let's go for it then. This is going to give us limited conversion, so we have to go here. I want to get that extra research slot as soon as possible. And then we can kind of jump into more of, like, I don't know, this seems really boring to me. Just to, you know, improve and fortify some of the, I mean, we'll eventually go down it, but to improve, like, the already holdings of Great Britain, you know, like Hong Kong and things like that, develop the Raj, things like that, doesn't seem very exciting to me. This seems more fun. Not really these two specifically, but, you know, the opportunity of securing Iraq, Iran, coercing Spain, maybe Greece or Turkey seems a little bit more fun. But yeah, right now let's go for the research slot, and we'll see what happens with the Spanish Civil War in the next one. I mean, there's nothing we could do about it, so we just have to root against nationalist Spain. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.